Look at me looking at you, looking at me, looking at you. What's up, guys? I got a question to ask you. Do you suck at fighting games? Are you hyped for Smash Ultimate? Do you want to get good for Smash Ultimate? I know what you're thinking. That's more than one question, motherfucker. Well, my bad. But it's facts. I want to get good for Smash Ultimate. And as a guy who really plays a lot of fighting games and gets good at fighting games, I have 5 tips for you guys to get good at any fighting game, really. But we're going to start with Smash Bros. I'm going to tell you guys what you can do to improve your game in Smash Bros. And you got to practice it. You're not going to watch this video and turn on your Wii U, turn on your Switch if Smash is out. Smash Ultimate's out already. You're not going to turn it on and just be a god. You must train. So come with me. Step 1. Get a good, wholesome, comfortable controller, because you gotta be comfortable when you playing a video game. When you're playing any video game, you have to be comfortable. If you don't feel that controller, all its curves, all its edges, all its smooth buttons, you're just gonna suck. Let's be honest. You ever came from outside when it was cold as shit? You sat down, you took your PS4 controller, your GameCube controller, and your hands feel like raw. It's like it's never felt this beast before. Cause I have. That's why you gotta warm up and shit. You gotta warm up before you do anything. Before you eat. I was gonna say something, but you know, we're gonna keep those jokes to a minimum for this video. We're trying to help people, damn it. Anyway, you're gonna have to be comfortable. We can play Smash Bros with literally, figuratively. Yeah, we can play Smash Bros with a lot of shit, basically. We can play with the DK conga drums, man. I'm sure you'll see someone getting schmeckled with a DK conga drum. Maybe not at a tournament, maybe at a tournament, you never know. But if you look it up on YouTube, you will see someone getting their cheeks pushed in with a DK conga drum. Doesn't that sound painful? Anyway, we can really play with a lot of peripherals. We can play with the Wii U gamepad, the Wiimotes. We can play with the Pro Controller, the Classic Controller, the DK conga drums once again. Most importantly, we can play with the GameCube controller. Yes, I did hold a lot of bias just now, because come on, I grew up with the GameCube controller, basically. Melee, Brawl, 4. I didn't play 64 with it, but you know, you couldn't play 64 with it. You had to use the 64 controller, which is what I used, and that's when I was playing 64. I don't know how old I was. I was like young, but I was playing 64, and it wasn't as good as Smash is today. And yeah, man, you know, we lie, baby, yeah. But that GameCube controller, though. Ooh. What do we have here? Ooh. Yeah. We lie, baby, yeah. Step number 2, fair, nair, bear, dare. There's so much terminology in the Smash Bros. Fucking dictionary. You just have to learn it. You have to learn it. In any fighting game, you have to learn what is what, how to do such things. Simple as that. There's way more terminology than what I named, but I'm going to go into a little bit more detail on what each of these things are. So get ready. Nair, first off. Nair is neutral air. Neutral air is when you jump in the air and you just press the attack button without touching the joystick, without moving in any other direction. You're just pressing the attack button after a jump. Each character has one of each of these, and every character is different, so you have to learn what is best for you, what suits you. Next is fair, which is forward air. If you're facing your opponent, hold the joystick towards the way you're facing, and you'll do a forward air. Now bear. Bear is different. I kind of had a brain fart trying to explain this in the last take, but I'm going to do my best. I'm going to do my best to explain this right now. So back air. So say you're not facing your opponent. Say your opponent is behind you. Yeah, it's coming. It's coming. Say your opponent is behind you, and you want to attack your opponent without turning around. You jump in the air. You flick the stick towards your opponent, so you're not turning around yourself, but you're attacking in that direction. Every character, once again, is different. Every character has all of these, and every character is different. That's all you got to remember. Every character has different strength in their bears. Honestly, back airs are like the bread and butter when your opponent is at a high percentage. to knock them off the stage. But there, back air. If you're not facing your opponent and you want to hit him when he's behind you, go ahead and hit him when he's behind you. Anyway, there. Down air. If your opponent's under you after a jump, stomp on him. Stomp on him. Not everyone has a stomp for their down air. Some have sword swipes. Some do have stomps which can spike. Like Captain Falcon, for instance, he can spike with his stomp, etc. A lot of people have different down airs. I believe Mario's down air is his tornado spin, etc. And then you got U-air. I can't pronounce it. You got up air. I don't think this has one of those names because you can't name it like that. You can't. That's a hard thing to pronounce. Up air. So up air is exactly what it sounds like. Joystick up, attack up. If your opponent's above you, schmeckle them into even higher above you. You know, you can knock people off the screen like that. One final terminology that I want to talk about is the Tekkingtons. The Tekkingtons. So techs are pretty much, you really have to practice techs if you want to get good because you have to predict a lot with tech. Like, a basic tech get up is simple. You just press the R, the right trigger, so you won't stay down, you won't get knocked down. You pretty much roll or get up immediately. Like you press it right before you hit the ground completely. And you'll basically, or hit a surface in general completely, because when people get stage spiked or are about to get stage spiked and tech that stage spike, it is the most beautiful shit I've ever witnessed. Competitive Smash play makes my pee-pee hard. Step 3. Play the damn game, get comfortable, know what works, learn what works. You're not gonna jump into this game and be like, okay, I have priority over this move. This move is safe on block. This move is this move is that. This move lets me torture my enemies. You're not gonna go into a game like that. You're not gonna know what works, what doesn't work. So I was playing Smash Bros. You really gotta learn these things for especially Smash Bros. Because there's so many matchups that you just I haven't learned all the matchups. I'm just saying it's hard. You really gotta put your time and effort into this game if you want to get good at it. But that's with any fighting game, really. That's with a lot of fighting games. You gotta learn what characters can do, can't do, what they can, who they can beat, who they'll have a difficult time beating. You gotta learn these things because even if your matchup is just trash, you can always come out on top. The underdog can always win if you're a better player. So just know what works, learn what works. Don't go head first and not know anything and then get schmeckled by someone grabbing you constantly because it's fucking annoying as shit. Step number 4, get comfortable with a couple of characters. Don't just stay to one because there's a lot of variety. First off, you're not gonna want to stay with one character. Yeah, sure, you have a main and everything, but bruh, there's about to be 75 characters in Smash Ultimate. Let's not get comfortable. Let's not get too comfortable. Let's get comfortable, but not too comfortable. Cause come on, you're telling me we have Cloud Strife, Mario, Link, Sonic the Hedgehog, a lot of other characters, and you're just gonna use Piranha Plant? You dead ass? Are you dead ass? Are you dead ass? Are you dead ass? So the 5th and final step is to hop on some online play and just try your best. You're probably not gonna win your first match, your second match, your third match, your 700th match, but you know you'll win one eventually. You'll win one eventually. You gotta really stick to it because if you quit on games, on fighting games specifically, then what's the point of even playing them to begin with? You get on a fighting game, maybe you're a casual player, you just want to have fun with your friends, but if you really have any desire, any just competitive edge in you, you're going to want to just grind it out. You might lose a bunch of games in a row. You might not lose a bunch of games. You could be a natural at it. But no one, Zero, didn't start Smash Bros. Clapping ass cheeks. He didn't start his first game clapping ass cheeks. Or maybe he did, maybe I'm bullshitting. But you know, not everyone begins clapping ass cheeks. They work up to the clappeth. They work up to it. They work it. They work up to it. You can't just assume you're gonna jump into a game and be the best there is, the best there was, the best there ever will be. You just have to try your best. And that's how you get better. I got my ass kicked dozens of times in Smash, dozens of times in Storm 4, and I'm fucking legendary at Storm 4. Well, I became legendary, now I'm kind of rusty, but you know, you get the point. Games, you don't just become good out of nowhere. I went into ranked, I got my ass beat, I kept it going. And I'm just using Storm 4 as an example because that's the game I'm best in. That's the game I was really very just great in. I was doing clan battles, all that. I was just great in it. People were trying to recruit. People were like, yo, you're so good at this. People were like, oh my god, you're so nice, let me be. You know, it's like that. That's basically it. For any fighting game, you just have to grind it out. Maybe you'll start off slow, get your ass beat so much. Maybe you'll start off quick and just start to learn stuff. But when you play online, when you play against other people, you learn. You learn their tendencies. You learn how to read people. You know what to do in this situation. You know what to do in certain situations, and that's the best thing about fighting games: the reads, the situational reads, the just hard reads, everything you can read. Just get a fucking book and read it, bitch. Try your best. Anyway, this has been DZ Legend with another legendary video. Peace, legends.
I'm saying you should subscribe. It's because I'm legendary. Yeah. I'm saying you should subscribe. It's because I'm legendary. I'm saying you should subscribe. It's because I'm legendary. Oh, yeah, subscribe to me. Yeah.